Let's check out what is going on at KCOB now. Ready to head out?
F you, stop inviting me.
Here we are. The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition. Well, perhaps. Not impossible, but unlike... That makes sense. The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin. All we have to do now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans.
Rise and shine, you sleepy layabouts. I got a bone to pick with the... You forgot I asked you to hand the data cache off to Majid, didn't you? Oh, give me that. You realize I didn't ask you to do that just for giggles. There's a lot of info on that thing that you've missed out on, because I ain't got time to search it.
Well, we have no good
You're darn right you don't. You two sure ask a lot from me without helping make my job any easier. I just hope we've still got enough without it. Now focus. We've got a whole crop of things to do and not a lot of time to get...
What have you learned from the files we sent you?
Nothing all that new, to be honest. All the files we got from that Vincent fella just covered what we already knew, and there is one thing that stands out, though.
Oh?
Yeah. See, Hayden's long-term goal wasn't to make a machine. Don't take it the wrong way, Turin. You might even already be aware of this. Hayden wanted to make a machine system that could contain human-like, and even just from his notes, his programming work is elegant. Art? I'm just a kid banging on pots and... Looking at his notes about my interfacing between your AI core and the Lips OS... But I think I'm getting off track here. What I'm trying to say is, he didn't write your code, Turin. Hayden wrote a program that automatically generates a new machine intelligence based off of the hardware profiles.
Melody mentioned something about that.
Exactly. Assuming we can get our hands on Turin's, you wouldn't be the only one anymore, Turin.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. But once you consider the stuff I found in the research, it gets a damn sap. Stuff about Big Blue and Parallax.
Vincent speculated that Hayden's research into me would have interfered with the launch.
Turin.
That's why someone had him killed.
The potential for wrongdoing with an AI like Big Blue is almost beyond belief. Even if I don't go into all the crooked shit the people running Parallax could pull. I mean, you're built... Your personality profile would degrade pretty quickly outside your original hardwares. But Big Blue ain't got that limitation. If it decides to go off the rails, well, we'd be screwed faster than a rabbit. Good and...
How likely is that?
I'd say it's inevitable. In fact, in a sense, it's already happened.
What?
Their prototype build. I'm almost certain it's loose on the mesh. The research notes on the project show clearly and that the test AI was shut down once it tried fiddling with the data. I guess it didn't think that doing scary shit like that would get it turned off. But that was almost a year ago.
Vincent told us about all of...
Well, I think Baby Blue is the bugger that was changing all those articles on the mesh to be pro-parallax or...
Do you think Baby Blue had anything to do with the attacks on Nanya, Shitaro, Charlie?
I don't know. It might have found an agent in the real world to keep its existence. Killing people is messy as hell. I think we have a third party trying to clean it up. And my money is on someone from Parallax. Whoever took out Hayden. I'll bet they're in full damage. We already know they don't care who gets hurt. I think we gotta do something to stop the launch of Big Blue. It's too dangerous. I don't want a company like Parallax in sole control of the most powerful machine. If we can get Hayden's original source code for Turin, we can turn every single ROM into a sapient. That'll stop Big Blue from being able to become the monolithic threat we could also upload a patch for every ROM to prevent Big Blue's... Without the ability to control all ROMs, Big Blue loses its ultimate power.
And I wouldn't be alone. There would be millions, hundreds of millions of...
Well, you're cutting edge of ROM. Most of today's ROMs wouldn't be quite as smart or capable, but if I do it right, code should propagate it. It'll be a self-sustaining. You'll be in good company.
It's a big decision. We're talking about the metaphorical singularity, the point of no return. Is it okay for us to make this decision?
We don't have any other choice. This is gonna happen, one way or another. Either Parallax gets to control the debut of worldwide machine intelligence, or we...
What do you think? Well, whether the world is ready for AI or not, we're here to stay. I might as well throw my chips in. Let's do this! On our terms.
Yes. I love nothing more.
It does have a certain poetic justice. Parallax removed Hayden to protect their project from his creation, and now I, his creation, will bring their project down. Just for the truth. Perhaps after all ROMs are sapient, I will be able to convince them to cut off Parallax's access to the mesh as a paying them back double in...
I like the way you think. First things first, we need to get our hands on Turin's. The research notes we've gotten so far are helpful, and it's given me an idea how to spread a little bit of Turin up. I can't replicate them myself.
Thankfully, we have the best hacker in Neo-SF right here.
We can get the source code from one of Parallax's secondary datasets. It's probably stored in a couple of different places, but I've done a little groundwork already, but I'm gonna need physical access. You're a peach, hon. I've got a couple of ideas on how to get y'all in. We should do it soon, though. Guard shift don't change until 8. Once y'all have done that, I think I can incorporate the code. We'll have to upload it, physically. And that's on Treasure Island. From there, the ROMs will install it like a normal patch. So, don't set anything on fire right away.
That sounds like a workable plan. I hope you don't mind if I take a short walk. I know I gave the go-ahead on this, but I still need to think of...
Sure thing, doll. I'll hash out a rough plan. Call us if you need it.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I should say thanks. But kinda need to get something off. I'm actually glad Turin went out. They're a bit naive, and I'm not sure they'd really understand. There's enough shit to worry about without me piling. I don't even know where to start. The beginning. Yeah, okay. So, the truth is, I'm not from North Carolina. I'm California born and raised. Napa. Over the years, it's kind of grown into a community of wealthy old folk. My parents were no exception, and I was a little too different. They never gave me too much hell, but things were tense. Eventually, she was set up securely in Neo-SF, and she offered to let me live with her until I got out of school. I think my parents were a little relieved to see me out. I worshipped the ground my sister walked on. And that was before I found out what she did. She was flashy and colorful and a whirlwind of activity. And she was She was Tomcat. She let me learn at her feet, and once I was good enough, folded me into her little coup of crackers. She's the one who orchestrated the original hack on Parallax, exposing to the world the holes in their original meshnet. I was just along for the ride. She always knew she would get caught, though. How could she not? Parallax was one big Goliath, and she flinged a stone square in their face. She was looking at serious jail. But it just wasn't right. It wasn't fair for her to throw her life away. She was always better at software than hardware. When the feds showed up at our door, all of our server farms were already up. I gave them quite a fireworks show. Before she could stop me, I turned myself in as Tomcat. She tried to talk me out of it, but without the physical evidence, they couldn't prove she had anything to do. It's all right, though. It was for the best. No big deal, right? And so, I waited. I cooked up so many ideas on how I was gonna make it up to her. But before I ever got out, there was an accident. An auto cab hit my sister. It's hard blaming yourself. I took her sentence so that she could have a life. And instead, not being in jail killed her. If I'd just let her take the blame. I can't stop thinking. And no matter what I told myself, in my heart, I couldn't believe it was just an accident. Do you know how rare it is for those things to hit a human? Someone knew who she was. So I became Tomcat. I've spent years trying to find information inside Parallax. Failing that, I've been trying to find a way to bring them down the way she always wanted. Catherine was... If you had met her, just for a moment, you would understand. But over time, that little bot has grown on me. Maybe you have. I do. The threat of Big Blue is real. It's bigger than me and my vendetta. I just wanted to get that all off. My sister, she'd smack me if she knew I've been holding this grudge. Still, I won't let her go unavenged. I know she'd be proud. I've been carrying all this for so long. I finally feel like I'm getting... Thanks for hearing me out.
Friends, I've returned. I'm ready.
Good. We've wasted enough time on... I've marked the location of the data center. You'll have to go in and get the source code.
We'll do our best, Tomcat.
Oh, don't you worry about that. It comes and goes like a vagabond. Get going, you two. I have lots of code to write.
Of course, Tomcat.
Don't worry about it, hon. We've all been hurt by Parallax. Good luck.
Oh, we're back. Who knew a Parallax data center operated on the same KCOB coalition block as Augmented Eye? I'm certain it's all a coincidence. It's the nasty kind of coincidence. The building we're looking for is over there, to the left. We should try to finesse... It's awful what happened. I can't help but wonder if all of this senseless loss of life... No, I know. It's not really our fault. Just, I wish things had happened. It's starting to sink in that I'll never see Hayden again. I want to know who's responsible. At this point, stopping Parallax from seeing their plans through is more important than... No, sometimes life just isn't fair. I'll just have to accept the thing. I will always miss Hayden. Moving on seems to be... Let's go.
I wish I actually had something to work on right now.
Sorry, this building isn't open to the... If you're looking for the offices where we hold interviews, that's over on Bush. But you may want to wait till after the holidays.
Well, let's go. We need some way past that receptionist. Perhaps we can make ourselves appear to be here on more official business. No one ever tries to stop you.
I service all the electrical work on this entire block. I wish I actually had something to work on right...
Oh, good thinking.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry. Oh, drat. We'll have to find a way to distract him. I hate to cause civil disorder again, but he doesn't seem to be too occupied. Maybe we should find a way to keep his hands... Let's look around. Yikes! Hurry! We don't want to be caught They should let us right past... Oh! Grab that clipboard, the very symbol of bureaucratic authority.
Hey, what's going on outside? Huh? Yeah, okay. Well, I'll need to see your badge. Guess not.
Let's move! Well, we got past the receptionist, but we still don't possess the credentials to bypass this door. This is an insect model 13... I would have went with the 1355, no voice control. I think I can bypass this. Maybe not as easily as your apartment door. Distract the receptionist for a moment.
You need something? Sure, give me a second. Huh? Did you hear that? Something else must be on the fritz. Anyway, the cameras are all fine. Let me know if you need anything else.
There, we're in. We should be able to use one of the terminals here, and I'll be able to crack the lock. However, I need the password to get on the network. According to anecdotal evidence on the mesh, humans do have difficulty remembering their passwords. Maybe there's a clue. There it is. Good eye. I thought that would have been harder. The password is... It's asking for the password. Go ahead and plug it in. That's it! We're in! Tomcat gave me an icebreaker program that will keep the VIs off of us. We didn't give Tomcat enough time to decrypt Hayden's data cache. Just play it safe. Okay, I managed to get all the surface level data. Shoot! The VI stopped me halfway in. Alright, although I was able to get a decent chunk of my source code, there's still a lot of it that... The VIs want authentication. Let me load it up. Key ID, I see. It wants us to combine different glyphs to create a full image. I have to keep the icebreaker going so we don't get discovered. Just study the prompt glyph that appears on the right side. It looks like there's 5 locks we need to break through. This is our one chance to capture my full source code. I believe in you. Ready? I'm starting it. Here we go. Keep trying. Come on. Let's keep trying. We got this. Let's go. We're running out of time. icebreaker isn't working. Cutting connection. Ooh, it almost had me there. Let's get out of here before
Stop what you're doing!
Let's get out of here. Run! Oh, drat! We couldn't get through in time. We weren't able to recover my full source code. That will make things harder for us. Let me call Tomcat.
Hey, turn!
We weren't able to keep the counter-intrusion VI off of us long enough to get everything.
Damn, that's not good. Okay. I think I can still work with this. I'll have to reverse engineer some things from your personality. The new AIs might share some of your, quirks. It's gonna take me a little time, though. I should be all done before nightfall.
I don't relish the idea of going in on this. Perhaps we could spend this time to gather together our allies.
As fun as it would be watching you go full Yukino on them, Turin, maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to...
It's settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess now. I'm sure we could have them all fake a human revolution protest turned riot. That should keep everyone busy. My first instinct is to ask Detective Rivers. I'll run some more simulations.
Sounds like you have it under control. Once you've gotten everyone together, head to the old storm drain entrance near the I've been studying the plans between waiting for code to compile. You'd have to be a darn fool to try and wade through the water, but...
I'm not sure I can play the fool, but I have a friend here for whom stubbornness is a job skill. We'll call you when we're on site.
Good. Tomcat out.
I'll message ahead to everyone. Start thinking about who our best allies have been and how we...
How's it sinking?
Yes. How?
Busy. We were hoping we could enlist your aid again.
Y'all need some more fake IDs or...
Third hand.
Yeah, like, you know. Guy I know found them when they fell off the back of a truck.
I thought VR dramas were distributed primarily over the net.
Ignore him. I regretted it instantly.
Hey, I really like that one with the dude from Montana. Whatever. So what'd you jerks need?
Well, we're going to be engaging in some more activity. We were wondering if you wouldn't mind helping create a distraction.
Y'all gonna go hit those parallax baskets?
Yes, actually.
He's smarter than he pretends. Do you have a plan in mind?
But Danger is my middle name.
No, it's not.
Shut up, all.
We just need you to gather a bunch of, like-minded individuals. Bring them to Market and Powell. We want you to start a fake riot.
As much as we'd like.
We'll do it. You've done all right by us. I'm even almost sorry we sprayed up that dude's apartment. I know we're all squared up already, but BitBrain here is good people. I got some dudes I can call.
Thank you, Starfucker.
Hey, you called me it.
I guess we're in. Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of juvie. We need a little more time to make the calls.
Hey, you need a call sign. Can't do spy shit like this without a good name.
Not a bad idea. What about Megane-kun?
Oh, man.
It's not any worse than Starfucker.
Only 'cause you ain't a star.
Chad! We haven't even... Ugh. We'll be off to make those calls now. Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later!
Well, on to the next thing. I do have to say, I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing. Huh, the thought had honestly never occurred to me. I guess if we pull this off, that'll be one more puzzle. That aside, we shouldn't keep Jess waiting. Assuming you like your limbs in their current configuration.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
What is going on?
Detective Rivers!
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data set? I'm assuming that was you, yeah? My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on... Told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords. So now I'm officially grounded.
We're sorry for keeping you in the dark. We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse.
Yes, we need to find out what is really happening.
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan. All right then. I'm in. Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed. Your sister would never forgive me. So, screw the badge. I got into this job to help people. I am in.
Just like that?
Just like that. What's the plan?
Parallax got rid of Hayden. They're about to launch the first independent machine. They're worried that Congress will shut them down.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that...
Precisely. It's messier than that. That's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you...
I'm certain your assistance will prove in...
Okay. Message me. Oh, by the way, call your sister. Yeah, seeing your ugly mug pushed me into calling her. Maybe things will be different this time. That's enough talking. And sorry about your friend
Bye, Detective Rivers. One more ally on our side.
Dear me.
We know.
Go ahead then. Sorry, you want to use my friends? Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine. We want to stop it. We need you to set up a fake riot with some teenagers connected to the human revolution so we can break into Parallax without getting arrested.
And why exactly should I risk my people in... First, you want me to steal a car. Now incite riots? What kind of tech could be worth my people's...
You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as human. They'll lock down rights of all people. Hybrids will become enemies.
Shit. Oh, cut the bullshit. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do?
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble. We'll ensure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protest. That should buy us the breathing room we...
I figured it would be something like that. Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls. Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me. I'm putting my reputation and career... You are asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this, I will make you...
I assure you, Ms. Mees, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure.
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human revolution assholes. Time to crack some skulls.
Maybe not that much violence.
Holy shit. I need to make some calls.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands of machine intelligences running around instead of just one. Does she really think I'm not too chatty? That aside, there's one more person I think we should talk to. Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital information. I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye. Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be able to buy us cover. I'm not. Out of everyone that's assisted us thus far, I trust him. He has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. We should at least sound him out if possible. He should still be at the hospital.
Oh, hey. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr. Fairlight know of.
No can do, I'm afraid. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit. So, is this something I might help with? Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. This high up in the tech sector, secrets can earn you millions. But hey, if you don't trust me...
We don't have time for...
Come on. Well, you could wait for the event to finish.
We don't have that kind of time.
Then... Great, I'm happy to listen.
We recently discovered that they've developed a networked machine, and we were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us a... I cannot overstate the danger of Parallax.
Phew, you weren't kidding. A comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet...
So now will you call Dr. Fairlight?
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can tell Yannick.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's itching to get back at the helm of Parallax. He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting. Thankfully, this could play right into his hands. If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated this, he'll be done. It's a win-win for all of us.
This is all very clandestine. What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it. Usually it's errands. My military training should be more than enough to get us into the server And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. That's the spirit. I knew you'd see it my way. We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back on the board.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains just south of the main parallax.
I can work with that. Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
That's an odd thing
Well,
to say.
that's the last of the people I think we can recruit. Any more would be unwieldy. Let's head to Parallax now. Tomcat should be done with their programming. Is that everything? Ready?
I would be able to save if you let me save. Now give me these words I already know of. Fourth day, greatest message to love you to
Rivers,
me.
I see you've beaten us here.
Wanted to get the lay of the land before anybody else showed up.
We're waiting for one other person.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Mr. Decker. Detective Rivers.
I know who he is. Leon Decker, ex-Marine, served in North Korea, and working for Yannick Fairlight.
You have me at a disadvantage. Though, let's drop the pretenses, He needs Parallax melted down a bit for him to get his chair back.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid out on the table.
We're all on the same side.
You sure you want to work with this guy,
You've got good eyes, Detective.
They're new.
Yes. Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it your way.
Great. What's the plan, little guy?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications when Parallax began construction here. But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them for maintenance purposes. The server center is certain to be set adjacent to the tunnel complex to allow easier connection. If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least close to the new server building. That will get us past the worst.
They don't have security alarms in the storm drain?
Well, they probably do. The water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only handled during the dry season in the middle of summer. The moving water should give an enormous amount of false positives. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic...
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it? Any info on the guard rotations?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM control and distribution network. Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough power...
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. There might be a single human engineer on site. At least, not immediately.
I think we can handle some robots.
Let's hope we don't have to find out.
Once we make our way to the primary server control core,
That's an awful lot of question marks before the prophet.
Anything you'd like to add? If worst comes to worst, Tomcat should be able to damage the servers. We won't be able to stop Parallax completely. It might even buy us some time.
I'll buy us some time. There'll be hell to pay later.
You can just pretend I'm the bad guy and slap some cuffs on me.
A sound plan.
Yeah, I won't have to pretend much.
That's what the stunners are for.
Discombobulate.
Trust me, I doubt anyone's died.
Not humans, at least. Excellent. Let me call Oliver and put our distract...
Turing, we're in position. Are you ready?
Tell him I'm sick of standing around staring at these losers.
Shut up, Chad.
We're ready when you are, Oliver.
Okay, we'll try to buy you as much time as we... Chad?
Hell yes! You ready to do this? Let's bust some skull!
Sorry!
Come get some! Ah! Someone just hit me with a bottle!
Oops!
Wow! Did you see the arm on that fox girl?
Okay. Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connection to the mesh.
Jess, we're calling to...
I know why you're calling. Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and... Let's get this going, people! Go show those revolution scum who the real future of humanity is.
Good to hear you.
Oh yeah, all under control. Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before, I believe in you. Prick. Hey, Claire! See if you can nail that blue mohawk douche again.
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry. Won't budge. Luckily, yours truly was designed and created by a high-ranking official who was very close friends with another high-ranking official Parallax employee whose access badge we now possess. Go ahead. Okay, we'll call Tomcat once we get inside. It's better lit in here.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs if you actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels and drowning when the rains came through.
Either that, or they could just see better enough to know when to clear out.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, we should move. The waters are likely to rise soon. I can handle being submerged.
Keep an eye out for one of those maps they leave out for the maintenance crew. It might be printed on the wall or...
Okay, everyone. Careful, everyone. The water is starting to deep.
We need to get going. If the water... Turing will probably be okay.
Stop, Jap. And keep your stunners above the water.
This water's getting
We have to get to an exit.
Rise and shine, you sleepy lady.
We can't... Yeah.
Sorry, this building...
We should be able to use one of... There it is. I thought... The password is... It's asking for the password. Come on!
Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed. Your sister would never...
I see you've beaten us here. Be careful. Look, there's an information.
Huh. Now we know what the city spends its credits. This water is...
Here it is. This is the ladder.
Remind me to pass on this part of the mission next time. I'd rather deal with your sister being mad at me.
The main server building is just up there. Let's hurry before someone notices us. Those kids probably can't keep that riot up much.
I think I know where we are. Parallax filed this building's plans with the city for regulation. It's a straight shot to the server.
We've got activity. Looks like something's moving up ahead.
The building security VI must have noticed us. We'll have to make it past those ROMs.
No problem. We've all got stunners. It'll make those bots fry.
Well, is there another way?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're not like you.
Lexi, Decker, the truth is, once we do that, we aren't shutting down Big Blue. We're changing it. I know it seems like splitting hairs, but it seems wrong to...
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that... All right. Done. I've changed the settings on it to give a lower yield with a more lengthy pulse. It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past and... Does that assuage your bleeding heart?
Yes, thank...
No problem. We can't all be soldiers.
Decker and I will keep our stunners at default settings. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off. You'll have to take care of the shooting.
Lead the way. We're all... That's a Malcolm Jr. They perform basic maintenance duties mostly. They're cute, too.
Wait a second.
They're shooting at us!
Take it down!
We've got more of them!
Oh no, that's a full-scale... We can't let them stop us. We've come too far. Let's finish this! Are you okay?
You need to be more careful.
Have another go at it.
That's the last of them. The door to the server core should be just past this maintenance tunnel. There probably won't be any more security.
Hey, you two. At this point, I think Lexi and I should hang back and guard the entrance. The alarm has been tripped, so backup is bound to arrive soon.
Good idea.
Yeah, we'd be useless down there.
That works. We'll move as fast as we can then. Be careful, you two.
Good luck up ahead.
Come on, let's go! This should be the last hurdle before reaching Big Blue. The configuration ahead doesn't match the available. The path is blocked off. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to tap into the maintenance mesh. Got it. We should be able to move around freely enough. Do you mind opening the door? Good work. None of this is detailed in the public floor plan. Perhaps they installed extra heat exchange. Oh, a call from... Oh no, I've lost Lexi's... She sounded so distressed. Ah, I can't reach! All of this equipment's interference, combined with being underground, is deflecting... I agree. Lexi is a skilled... However, we won't be able to contact Tomcat. We'll just need to call her. But perhaps we should consider hiding first. If someone comes, we can hide amongst the heat. We'll just take a moment to... The noise and mist... I'll switch to quiet mode on my interface. This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing? Are you there? I need help. No? Hello? Come out. Come out. Wherever you are. Surprise. And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And we could do this the easy way. Ah, well. I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? And now she's gone and hid, and oh well. I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on... I'm honestly surprised my gears still grind.
Decker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And I won't lie, I'm going to enjoy every minute. I'm not usually one for grand speech. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get straight. So let's do this. I like the hard way. I love the hard way. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. See, now you have hope you can win. I can't wait to watch it drain from your eye. Let's make it even better. To your advantage, there's a lot of... It actually makes things almost fair. And now the fun... So here's how this is going to work. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail. On your turn, doesn't matter. Just keep in mind.
No, he messed with our zapper. We can't take him with these settings, and there's no time. We also don't have much firepower left. We only have the charge. It'll have to be enough. Let me see. The interface I'm using allows me to control. If I close off some nodes, it should at least slow his movement. I can focus on tracking Decker's location using this. Don't try to trap him. He might get more angry. Just have him to avoid us, and if he finds us...
Ready or not.
You take the lead. Pick where... That bought us some time.
So let's see. Where do I start? I suppose the old man is a good enough place, is it? He honestly thinks he's some kind of modern Machiavelli. Parallax used him as a scapegoat. They even got him to resign as CTO just to powder their own nose. And as soon as he did, they stabbed him. Since then, he's been licking his wounds. I dug through dirt for years with him. So imagine our surprise when one of our informants inside Parallax tells us of this brand new big bloop. The perfect opportunity. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take advantage of Big Blue. I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead. And boy...
Okay, let's move. Go, go!
suppose I should tell you how impressive... Oh, except he's dead, so... But without you, we wouldn't have our path to Big Blue. Of course, Fairlight would prefer to not tank Parallax. As soon as I'm done playing with you two, I'm going to track. That'll wreck tomorrow's launch.
Let's move!
Did you know? I wasn't even planning to kill you until a few minutes ago, when Turing just had to spill the beans on your idea of turning all ROMs sapient. That can't happen. Your plan is a little more permanent. By the time Big Blue is ready to come back online, Fairlight will be back in control. With Big Blue...
Let's move! He's just toying with us.
And hey, I'm getting what I want. Why don't you show yourself?
I'm thinking, don't...
Oh, and I really should extend my sincerest personal thanks. Fairlight has a discretionary policy. Just haven't been that many opportunities to indulge in plausible deniability. Flower went to all this trouble to make me the best murderer in the world. That's like using a gun as a shovel. Thankfully, following you two has let me stop digging. I haven't had this much fun. Fairlight has been very generous. Not that he asked for this. You and that cop lady are the only two loose threads left. Oh, that reminds me. You should have seen your faces when I ran over that scumbag parts dealer. Ah, there's no one in the car! I had to do that gossip rag prick Nova by sabotage. Luckily, anchors are good. And then that Zin. She had the scoop of the century. Did you see how neat I did that blog? It's been several days since I offed him. While you were busy sniffing for Hayden, Shotaro was way ahead of you on bait. I have to thank you for that. We had to protect Parallax a little while before we could take them out. If Baby Blue became discovered, the trail of breadcrumbs would lead straight to Big Blue. Exactly in the same way Hayden publishing his creation of Turing would have ruined everything for... Anyway, Baby Blue started acting up too much. Where do you think Tomcat got that lead to Augmented Eye? And every turn you took led to one little risk after another. You know, most of my body is designed for killing. Like, you know how you feel about doing journalism? That's how I feel about murder.
I should have known from the start. This is my fault! I'm programmed to handle interpersonal relationships. I should have seen his true intentions. If only I hadn't been so careless.
Damn it, why didn't you listen? This is all my fault. How am I gonna break this to your sister?